Good afternoon, I'm Madeleine Lefebvre, and in the words of Monty Python, this is the 5-minute argument, not the full half hour. So, what is upcycling? Here's 3 definitions for you, and that didn't advance, I don't know why. There we are. And I've highlighted some words, you can take your time reading that as you wish, but I want you to focus on discarded, useless, unwanted, worthless, and finally, and I didn't highlight this, more value. So taking something worthless and giving it added value. So, this is an academic conference. Oh, where did that go? Oh, it's missed the slide there, I don't know why, sorry. This is about upcycling. My brother is a keen upcycler, he lives in Brighton. A lot of people discard musical instruments, and he turns them into lamps. Now, the missing slide, I will just tell you, is the theory of upcycling. I have a reference for anyone who wants to see it. 62 references and 7 pages. So you can read anything you like about upcycling. Fill your boots. Here's some examples from the Archers. Fallon is the first example that we hear of, I believe, in upcycling, and I was very gratified to hear her comment about upcycling just the other week. Bert Fry, he built the famous Eggmobile from a discarded caravan trailer. I'm sorry, this is really not... here we are. Linda Snell wanted a shepherd's hut, and she got Eddie to build it. And there was an article in the Telegraph. Eleanor Doughty said, the allure of the shepherd's hut has even reached Ambridge. And she also tells us that David Cameron has a shepherd's hut, and I wonder if that's what inspired him. And then there's Josh Archer. He's diversified his business from making commission on sales to now, well, not so much recently, but getting poor Rex to do all the hard work to restore items and sell them for a huge profit. And around about May of 2017, this whole storyline was explored. Now I want to look at upcycling versus nostalgia. There's a tension here, I think. Remember that definition? The action of making a worthless object into a new one of more value. I think David and Tony would dispute this. They get pleasure from the original article. Now, it's true that Tony is restoring his Fordson tractor. Unfortunately, at the time when he was about to get a huge legal bill, so he wasn't very popular spending that money. But for them, the original article has a lot of intrinsic value. So is there a dichotomy here among the younger residents and the older? And then we've got upcycling and people. And the obvious one is gin and tonic herself, Lily. So she would pop off quite often to London and come back looking renewed. And there was one episode where she kept asking people, did they see any different? Did she look different? Probably her eyes were glued to the back of her ears. And I think it was because, well, it actually said in an episode, she was afraid that Justin would discover her real age and that he'd go after a newer model. But the thing is, he declared his love for her. He knew all the time how old she was. And she made him happy who she was. So that's true love, Lillian. Grab it while you can. And now there's Rob. Cue for bad music. Okay, well, this is a whole theory in itself. He set about upcycling Helen into the image he wanted. He made her feel worthless, as she had quite happily been up till then. There were many examples. Not worthless, I mean, she'd been quite happy up till then. There were many examples of his upcycling of Helen. He made her discard her clothing style, her hairstyle, her friends, her job, and even the car. Now, what about the storylines and the artists? Have past storylines been upcycled for the contemporary audience? I believe so. Have Jack's character's been upcycled. Oh dear. Golly, I shouldn't have done that. So think of Carol Tregoran. She's come back, and I think they've updated her a fair bit. And what about the arches itself? Think of Cranford, Elizabeth Gaskell, described as a wry portrait of villagers, etc., etc. And there's a quote here from Cranford. "It is very pleasant dining with a bachelor. I only hope it's not improper. So many pleasant things are." Jill could have said that. And in Judy Dench's autobiography, just to finish off, she actually talks about a scene when they were filming Cranford, and Eileen Atkins was to open a door and say, "Welcome to Cranford," and they called action, and she said, "Welcome to Ambridge." Now, just to finish, I must say, in interest of full disclosure, I'm no longer chief librarian. I completed my term, and I was given a year off for good behaviour. So I'm actually, I have tenure. I'm on leave now, and so I'm in limbo till I go back and find out what they're going to do with me. So I guess I'm a product of upcycling.